Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at. We are live. So we were going through a doTERRA holiday unveiling of their awesome products. I live about 2 miles from headquarters, so I was able to order them, go and pick them up today, and I want to show you some of the cool things in the next 15 minutes. And if you have any questions about them, or if you watch the replay and you have questions about them, feel free to ask in the chat right now, or post that down in the comments after. I love these. So let's just get started here. So I'm going to show you all of them, but I'm going to go into a few that I would probably say are my favorites, and that if you want them, grab them now because these always sell out. So let's start with some of the oils. So for those who have been with doTERRA for a long time, doTERRA Holiday Joy has been their premier blend for the holidays. This smells like Christmas. So when you think pine trees, you go into someone's house and it just has that smell because they put out all their Christmas stuff. I absolutely love this one. So, oh, it's the red one. I had the wrong lid on it. Where's my red one? There's the berry. Oh, I put it in here. No, I have two of them. Let me grab the holiday. Whoop. Holiday Joy is red. And my sweet daughter is coming in to join us. So I'm going to give her a mic just in case she feels like she wants to say anything, right? She's my doTERRA girl. It was funny because back when she was little, she would love to be in the videos. And there's this one time she's sitting up on the bathroom and she's demonstrating how to put essential oils on, how to put them on your feet. She knew the ones to grab for like her sinuses, the one to grab for if she was sick, like On Guard. It's so cute. I should pull that up. We'll do a remix. So this is Morgan. And by the way, I'm Stacy Paulson. So I just told them about Holiday Joy. Do you like this one? What does it smell like? Are you on mic? Yeah, you're on. Yeah. Okay. Put it in your hands. Tell me what you think that smells like. Not on your face. Oh, okay. So, mishap. Don't put it on your face. Just smell it. What does it smell like?
Holiday.
What does it remind you of?
Holiday.
Holiday? What holidays?
Christmas.
Christmas. Yes. Right answer. Yes. So it is. Yeah, I just probably rubbed that in. Put it on your shirt. Okay, and then the other one you'll definitely want to get is I have these labeled wrong. On the top, it's red, but it's green. So Holiday Peace. Oh, okay. This one is a little softer. You're not going to be able to smell that. It's just a little bit softer smell. Again, holiday smell. Love it. Both of these are awesome. I would definitely get them. You're going to rub it all over me. Now, the two new ones, so this one came out last year, is the Yule Log. So this one is definitely, I know, right? She's looking at this diffuser because it's going off almost like a sprinkler. You know how your sprinklers, you can kind of hear them go on and then they start spraying? That's what this does. So we're going to get to that cool diffuser in just a second. She's like, what's that sound? Yule Log. So this is, think about outside the campfire, just that more of a smell. Do you want to smell that one? Mm-hmm. Now this one comes in the new bottle. So I just want you to be prepared for this. Hang on. So for these bottles, because it has a slanted orifice, you have to put the widest part at the bottom for it to come out. If you turn it, and you can't really see it here, but you want to turn it so that the widest part is at the bottom, and then it will slowly drip a couple of drips. And this is to save you oils because the other orifices, is that a word? Mm-hmm. It comes out really, really fast. So what does that smell like?
Campfire.
Campfire, like up camping. So it's just more of that earthy outdoors campfire Yule Log. And then the last oil that they have that's kind of in the holiday blend, and this is brand new and I just barely smelled it and it's awesome. But now it's going to be hard for you to smell because you have these others. Like again, this one has the new one. Ooh, and it's like a brown color. I don't know if you can see that. But this is is it holiday berry or winterberry? Winterberry. It has a different smell, but it's more of like the food, like good, yummy food. Yeah, it's kind of berry-ish. So you're gonna have to try it. It's lovely. Now let's go to which one do you want to go to? So she was excited. She wanted to come in here because she knows every year there are these drops. So this is the lemon lime drops, and then we have the cinnamon drop. So if you like those flavors, let me pull it out. One cinnamon, so it's a little bit spicier, probably not for kids over 5. I don't know like this. But these come in the brown, and they did this because we have On Guard drops that are for like immune support, and they are red. And so last year they had red, and you're like, which ones are they? They were a little bit different, but it could get confusing. And then we have these beautiful lime drops, which you can have whichever one you want. I'm going to talk, so I'm not going to have one. Okay, the other food item is the honey. You didn't get sticks, so you can't try it. Go grab toothpicks. So this is honey, lavender honey.
I'll try it later.
I am not a big fan of eating lavender honey. That's why we wanted to try it.
No, but I'll have this.
It just has a hint. It's sweet, but it has a hint of lavender.
I'll smell it.
Okay, you smell it.
Oh, I'll go grab it too.
She's gonna go grab a toothpick and see what we think of that.
It smells so good.
Okay. The other thing that you can get is if you're into On Guard foaming hand wash. Love this. It's in every single one of my bathrooms. It cleans your hands, but it doesn't take away like the protective barrier. It doesn't dry out your hands. And so this is well, I say concentrate. I do about half a bottle and then about half water and fill that up, and it's foaming hand wash. Now this is not ceramic. At first when I looked at it, I thought it was ceramic, but it is plastic. It's that harder plastic. But you have the foaming hand wash, and it comes in this cute little box. And then the last thing with oils, before I get into the diffusers, because those are definitely my #1 picks that you'll want to grab. I didn't know that I'm going to love this one as much as I do until I found out what it did. So this is the Escape series. This came out 2024 convention. And if you just smell them from the bottle, and these are Amazon Escape, Coastal Escape, and Vineyard Escape, it really creates kind of an atmosphere and experience within a room. So I love having these in my bedroom. But they smell different when you smell them from the bottle or even put them on your hands versus when you put them in the air. So I recommend them going in your diffuser because these just create this oasis. So if you're wanting Amazon, think about Amazon, forest, that kind of smell. Coastal Escape, think of a beach retreat. It just brings me to the beach. And then Vineyard Escape. This is, think Italy, even though I haven't been to Italy. I've been into grape, what do they call those? Grape? Not an orchard, I don't think. Anyway, what? It's very cinnamony? It is. But if you want an experience or to gift an experience, these are your go-to. That's not just around holiday smells. Okay, we're going to try the honey. See if I have, hey, welcome, Davida. The owl diffuser is pretty big. Yes, it's bigger than I thought. And I wish doTERRA would bring holiday joy back. It is back. Holiday joy is here today. Go order it. It is back. Oh, holiday love. Oh, yes. I have a bottle down here in, if you're close, I could send it to you for free. Okay, we're going to try this. Lavender. I don't love lavender in things. So I've had like lavender frosting. I'm like, oh. It's like very subtle, but it's actually yummy. I don't know. What do you think? We're into honey. So we have one. What's the one that we have that's called? Is it cotton candy? I don't know. It's with different bees, they produce different tastes. And we bought this one from the farmer's market and it tastes like cotton candy. It was kind of crazy. But like the orange blossoms. So this one has a hint of lavender. So if you like that, give it a try. Super fun. Now I do want to get to the 2 diffusers. These are super cool. I did have to read how to do this because at first I thought it was broken. I took it out because we have the bubble diffuser. I don't know if you've seen the bubble, and this comes here and there, and it bursts out, it puffs out these squirts. And I thought that that's what this one was supposed to do. And that's not what it does. It actually shoots it out more like a sprinkler. And so when you turn it on, let me turn it off. Oh, okay. So it's off right now. When you turn it on, it will come on with the light and it will be on the low setting. But initially it shoots out a mist for about 7 seconds, like the first time. And then it turns off for 3 minutes, but it won't shoot anything out until there's movement. So it's censored, which is nice. You're not going to waste a lot of oils just on nobody in a room. If you push it again, then it will go on high mode. So it shoots out a little bit longer, but it's not the puffs. So if you have the one that puffs, or even this one that you plug into the wall, and it will like squirt 3 times or 6 times if it's on low or high. It doesn't shoot like that. It just kind of streams out and then kind of fizzles a little bit. But let me show you. I don't know if you can see it. So it's just kind of shooting it out. And I tell you, we are getting a lot of oils in here. And if you double click, whoops, then it turns off the light, but it's still on. So if you don't want the light going. So that one's that one. You'll see it go because we'll be moving. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. Here's the thing. These always sell out and then they're not on. And then I will show someone, like people will come into my house and they'll ask me, how do I get one of these bubbles? Or how do I get one of the doTERRA mist ones that are the plugins? These are out of stock for a while. And I can't tell you. So that's why just stock up. If you want this one, grab it. And these are usually the better quality ones of the diffusers. What? Hold on. Then, okay, the honey tastes so good. Yes, it does. Now, this owl. At first, because this is my youngest, my baby. I have 6 kids, but she's my baby. I'm like, oh, do I really need an owl? But I am getting grandkids. So I have one grandson. I was just thinking this is for kids, but I know she's going to love it because we were just playing with this and we're like, what? That's so cool. Okay. So you could turn it on and it mists out. Like that's a lot of aroma and you can turn it up or down. So on the back of this, there's this, you can just turn it down or turn it up. But the thing I thought was really cool. So go ahead, push that button. Listen to this. So it has music. What else does it have? It has your white noise. Like that is the waves on the beach. Wow. This is probably rain, like the white noise of rain. And then the creep, the little whatever bugs outside. Okay, that would annoy you. And then off. And then it has the light mode, right? Where you can have the light, it's high, medium, or low on that. And it looks flashy when it's on the camera, but it's not, it doesn't do that. Just when it picks up on cameras, it looks like it's kind of flashing, but that's just how the camera picks up. So these are awesome. If my definite 2 picks for sure, if you're into diffusers, and I do a ton of diffuser reviews. So I am a diffuser snob. These are always my favorite diffusers, are the limited time ones. So if you want one, if you're in the market for a diffuser or you want a perfect gift, why I love them is because you think during the holidays, a lot of things go on sale and a lot of crappy things go on sale. Things that aren't good for you. So think about the candy and the junk and the junky products from Temu, as well as like the candles and the fumey lotions, right? That are neurotoxic. They are endocrine disruptors. So they can mess with your hormones. And here we are giving these as gifts. So this is why I'm like, okay, of the 2 I would pick, you know, if it's not a kid or somebody that likes owls, then I would for sure do the Lumist. But if you have someone in a home, like even teenage, I know she's gonna like this. And she's back here eating, she's back here eating the honey. So apparently it does taste good. So that's kind of the overview of these. Oh, and it does come with Calmer, which you usually can only get in the roller bottle. So if you wanted to take it out and diffuse it, you would have to pop off that lid and it's kind of hard and kind of messy, but it comes with the 5 milliliter of Calmer. And Calmer is that calming blend that has been formulated especially for kids, but it's safe for everyone. Everyone can use it. Yes. Do you use Calmer? She's my oil girl. Okay. So that is kind of the update on this. Where is the other motion diffuser that you showed in your other video? We only have for the holidays right now. This is all that we have from doTERRA. So the other video is a different diffuser. We do have the mist that should be coming back in stock, and here and there they will have this little bubble diffuser. Those are the only ones that are the censored ones. And I love the censored ones when they're nebulizing. So there's 2 different types of diffusers. There's the nebulizing, and that's just, it shoots straight essential oil into the air. And then you have the ultrasonic. This one you have to put in, let's see if I turn you off. Turn you off. So you have to put water in here, but it uses less oil. So you put 5 to 7 drops of essential oil in there. And there's a little vibrating plate down at the bottom. And so then it atomizes the water, which it takes those essential oils, they attach to water molecules and it shoots it into a fine mist. So it's not like a humidifier because it's not heavy water molecules, but those are the two types of diffusers that most people will use. This one you use more, but you get a greater output. That's why I like having the sensor on it, because you don't want to have it always on. But if you're having holiday events, people coming into your home, I have one of these plugins at my door. So anybody comes in, there's like, and it smells awesome. And in my bathroom, right? Somebody walks into the bathroom, you never know what's going to happen in there. And so we have oils diffusing in the bathroom. You can buy these and put them in the bathroom as well. That's why I always say, if you want one of these motion censored ones, buy them while they're in stock. And usually they sell out pretty fast. Okay, any other questions that we have here? My bubble diffusers didn't last long at all. I'm hesitant to So doTERRA has been super amazing. If something goes wrong with your diffuser, I always say contact them. So I ordered, hey, what are you coughing? You have a microphone right there, so they're definitely hearing that. doTERRA's customer service is amazing. Now, of course, things break down, problems happen. So this morning when I placed this order and I was going over to the wheel call to pick it up, and they just, will you stop eating? They can hear you. She's over here. She just had Halloween last night, and I'm sure plenty of candy, and you're harping on the honey. The honey and the lemon lime. So anyway, my experience with them. There is a vanilla, there's a lotion and then a lip balm. The lip balm is coming out, and also Wassail is coming out in December, but I ordered the hand cream. And when I went to go pick it up, they said that they don't actually have it there at the product center, but would you like it shipped? I'm like, sure, you can ship it. So they're shipping it priority for free. And they gave me 25 product credit. So basically that lotion was free and it's being shipped to me priority, which is like 2 miles, well, wherever their other shipping center is. That's kind of how doTERRA is. So if you do ever have a problem, please reach out to customer service. They always take care of it. On other diffusers I've had, they've had me send them back and they just replaced it. Now, as far as maintenance on diffusers, you want to make sure that you're cleaning the diffuser. And so for these ones, I have a cleaning the diffuser video. And also man, that is just juicing it out. That's so awesome. I'm going to turn it off because I feel like we're getting way too much oils we're breathing in. So there are some maintenance things and also some things you don't want to put in them. You don't want to put anything but doTERRA oils in these diffusers because you never know the quality. So if they are, don't, that's not something you should do. You don't want to put poor quality oils in there. And also, I don't generally put the ones that have carbonated coconut oil into these motion censored ones. I've just found that it clogs them. There's so much oil in here. Faster. But what you can do to clean them is I actually will put a little bit of diluted vinegar, cleaning vinegar, not just regular eating vinegar, cleaning vinegar in there in one of my empty bottles. So some water, a little bit of vinegar, and then I'll stick it on and then I'll just have it run through and it usually will clear it right out. So that's how I clean mine. And my other videos talk about how to clean and maintain your diffusers. So you can try it if you want. Now, any other questions? Let's see. Where is the other motion diffuser okay, I think I answered that. Honey tastes good. Yes. All right. So I do want to let you know, we are doing a super fun, very powerful reset that's coming up. And if you haven't been paying attention to the world, like we know our health is not good. Our habits are not good. Our lifestyles are not good. But there's many people, are you done with that? There's many people who are just taking control. That was me 15 years ago. I didn't know really anything about health. I just kind of lived how I was raised and didn't worry much about things until I started to have health issues where I was having chronic migraines and hormone issues and I was having miscarriages. I had pain in my joints and I was 35 and wondering what is going on. Chronic sinus infections where I was on and off of antibiotics for over a year. And the things that I was being told to do weren't necessarily helping. And she's being a smart aleck 12-year-old. And I just felt really frustrated and kind of had lost hope that things were going to be different because it just seemed like this cycle. And I didn't know what my next 10, 15, 20, 50 years was going to look like. And I also knew that my body knew how to work because it had performed before. Like my body knew how to work. God created our bodies to be able to do that. And there are sometimes things that go wrong. And what I found is that it's often we're not getting enough of the right things and we're getting too much of the wrong things. And so 15 years ago, I really started taking a different approach. It all started in a hayfield where I started having allergies, usually just took a medication. And my friend Elise, she said, you want to try an essential oil? At that time, I had never even heard the word essential oil. I didn't know what that was. But she put a couple drops of an essential oil on my hand, and then I rubbed it on the bridge of my nose, and within minutes, my allergies were gone. And that just kind of blew my mind. I'd never had that experience. I was like, what is this? And I remember going home, Googling and trying to, what are essential oils and what are there other things that might help me with my health issues? And a lot of it came to, again, not enough of the right things, like with nutrients and water and sleep and just basic things that most of us know, but I wasn't getting enough of them. So my body was starting to break down because the building blocks were not there. And then I was also getting too much of the wrong things, a lot of toxins, a lot of chemicals and prescriptions and things that weren't serving me long-term. They might be putting a Band-Aid on a problem, but that problem underneath was growing bigger. And so 15 years ago was really the switch for me where I just started being more open to more natural things. And I'm kind of a living testament of this at 51 now, where I'm not on any prescription medications. How many 51-year-olds in the United States are not on anything? Not many. And generally, they expect to be on things. So I've seen the shift from making some little changes, bringing in more of the right things, getting rid of some of the other things, and how essential oils, you can, what? Hold on. But how essential oils, now we have so much more research than we did 15 years ago, how essential oils actually help our bodies to absorb and utilize nutrients better. It actually opens pathways. It's kind of like the key, the ignition in our car. It turns things on, and then the fuel, those nutrients that we give our body, helps it to run. We need both, right? We need that ignition. We need those pathways open. And then, why are you pushing me out? But we also need, so we need both of those. And we also need to start eliminating those things that will cause problems. So those toxins. And so that's why we're doing this reset. If you want to learn more about it, if you want to participate with us, it's not hard. But this is basically what I did 15 years ago to get started, is there were certain things that I started to consume, and doTERRA has made it super easy for you now. So I'm going to just kind of switch this out really fast as we cover the next kind of 7 minutes, what you have access to and can be life-changing. And I really feel like we have a stewardship of our body, that this is a gift, that we need to take care of our physical, emotional, spiritual health. And we have tools to do that are super simple. And my life is about super simple because with 6 kids and a business and just lots of different responsibilities, it needs to be simple or else I'm not going to stick with it. So doTERRA it's the VMG. So this is your vitamins, minerals, and greens. I'm not mixing that. You can go mix it up if you want. She is waiting for us to try this because do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you what? Say it louder.
I love it.
Is it even on?
Yes.
Yeah, she loves it. She's always asking, so can I have the VMG? Can I have, there's another one, it's called MetaPower. Can I have it? Oh, that's really nice. You're welcome to. She's going to go make one because she wants it and she'll bring it back here and she'll drink it in front of you.
Is that or
The VMG and the MetaPower, that's fine. She loves it. No, it's it's above the desk. No, I don't want you. Oh yeah, they're right there. Grab those too. She loves them. So that is a testament that it tastes good. It doesn't taste like green sludge, that my daughter is craving it. So, and there's a little mixer bottle that comes with it. You also get a free peppermint with it. But the other things, one of the biggest killers in the world is cardiovascular disease. And over 80% of cardiovascular disease is preventable. And one of the things that we can do to prevent that is exercise, move our body, drink, eat well. And one of those nutrients that has been proven time and time again is if we can raise our omega-3 levels, that we can reduce our heart rate, we can reduce our blood pressure. And I'm trying to find where they're at in here. So these omegas are awesome. And because of how they put wild orange in there, you actually absorb and use more. And it's the same thing. There's essential oils in these little packets that you mix up. And because of the oils that are in there, your body actually consumes and is able to use and utilize up to 6 times more than just traditional, packed little vitamins that you get from Costco. These are awesome. You can chew them like a gummy. It doesn't taste like fish, but I've been using them for a year, and then I just barely had my blood work retested. My omega levels were in a normal range, and they went even higher. I'll spit that out because it's going to take me a minute to chew it. And so that's another thing that you can add. Super easy. Mix up your drink, chew your omegas, and then you'll definitely want a probiotic because our immune system, our mental health is impacted by our gut health, besides just our digestion and being able to absorb nutrients. So these are awesome. These little PB restores, they're probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics, and is not just good for your gut, but it's whole body microbiome. So you do those 3 things every morning. Take your probiotics, your omegas, drink your greens, your vitamins, your minerals, and it tastes good. And then get a little splash of, I don't know if my peppermint's in here. You get peppermint oil, put it in your hands, breathe it in. You are ready for the day. It's like checking the boxes like, okay, did I get this? Did I get this? Did I get my this, my this, my this, my this? I don't track those things. I just know if I do this one habit, that it sets me up for the rest of the day. And if I stream enough of those days together of those habits, that my health looks like it does now at 51 instead of so many of my friends who don't have the health that I have. Just by one simple little habit. Now, the other part of this is trying to eliminate things. What I found is it's hard. It's hard to change lifestyles. It's hard to make adjustments where I'm trying to learn to cook and I'm trying to learn to, like certain foods and trying to make sure I'm getting enough of those things. That was really hard, especially if you're tired, if you're have low mood, low energy, if you're getting sick all the time, if you're not sleeping well, if you're highly stressed. It is really hard to make bigger lifestyle shifts. Why I like that one little habit is because as you start to feel better, you have more energy, you sleep better, you have a better immune system, your hormones are in balance more. So you start taking different action. You have different motivation. You feel better. So you start making better choices, and they're easier to make those choices and to stick to those choices. So that's why this is like a pivotal habit that I chose 15 years ago to get into. And it really changed the game for me. So the other thing with that though is reducing our toxic load, because if we're bombarding ourselves with too many toxins, which most of we're just surrounded by chemicals and everything, that it's hard to not be around them. Even if we're choosing organic or choosing like clean products, it can still be hard because we're just surrounded by it. This is where we are now. And our bodies have filtering organs and they're good at that. But when we put too much burden, what happens is instead of focusing on their main tasks, they might have be diverted to something else, right? And so that's where it's focusing over here. So now your hormones are being in balance. And you have this other thing over here. So now you have it's not helping with your immune system. So now you're getting sick more often. So we want to support our body in those detox pathways, but in a gentle way, not like where you're having to sit by the bathroom or do some big protocol. And I know people are doing like coffee enemas. I'm like, there's no way on this planet I'm ever going to do that. Like, I don't think God made our bodies to need a coffee enema, but maybe some gentle things. And that's why I love what doTERRA has put together. So they have what's called Revitazine. Where is it in here? And these natural, from the earth, things that were created to support our bodies, put in here to do that. And you just take one of these capsules a day. And I would say do it for 30 days because it helps to get things moving in your body that maybe we're having a hard time moving before. And no, you're not going to have to sit by the bathroom. And so this one simple habit, when you open that, it smells like cumin. It smells so good. That's just one simple thing that you could add to that morning routine. But I actually like to take this at night so that it's helping with my detoxing during the night. And a lot of that happens during the night. So that's when I like to add that. And then the other thing, there's a month 1 kit that you can get that is highly discounted with this reset. And it also comes with, it's called Mito 2 Max. This is like your energy in a bottle, but it's energy for your cells, for your mitochondria. And so that is the final piece of that is amazing. We're going to be doing this. If you want the details, I'll put it down in the description. Hang on. And you'll just want to join us. We have a tracker. We have everything. You're going to get my free Glō Up serum that you can put on your face. It is heavenly. And just join us in the community. Okay. So what you have them separate. So what do we have here? We've got the Meta Power. So this is like your collagen and your NMN. So lots of cellular energy in here. It's pomegranate, cherry pomegranate. And she threw in the electrolytes. That is the secret. And PB Assist, which is a powder of the probiotics. This is our glow up drink. This is what we call our glow up drink. It glows you up. And she like craves it.
Hey.
Okay, so she's gonna drink her glow up drink. And I'd say if you're a kid, maybe once a week or twice a week, you don't really need that. Like you're producing collagen pretty good, but she's an athlete in gymnastics, competitive on a national level. So we want to make sure that she's getting everything that she needs. And then here's the VMG. Did you already drink half or not put much water in it? So this is highly concentrated. I usually put a little bit more water, but it comes with a free shaker bottle, but you can just shake it up in the morning and then drink it. And it tastes good. It says pineapple, but I don't know. It just tastes a little bit sweet and it's not sludgy. Like if you were making a green drink yourself. Okay. So any questions? Anyone else that's on? I will answer any questions that you might have. Or if you join and watch the replay later, if you have any questions about any of the holiday products, if you have any questions about our Glow and Reset that we're doing, you're welcome to join. I'll put those down in the description and would love for you to join. If you have a doTERRA account, you want to order that through the rewards program. That's how you're going to get the biggest discount. So it's wholesale price, but it's a discounted off of the wholesale price. So that's huge. And then like these holiday products are just limited time. So they're here until they're sold out. And this month as well with the promotions in the United States. I can't remember what's in Canada, but each market has a different set of promotions. Oh, you're welcome, Davida. In the United States, this is the one I want you to pay attention to. It is Melissa. And it's not 10% off, which is usually there's a 10% off product. So you can get the wholesale price, which is 25% off, and then an additional 10% off. But this month is 20%. You're being so funny. 20% off of Melissa. And I just want to tell you, do you want it on? I have a mic. Melissa, what is amazing about it? I will put a link, or if you go down into the live in the description, you'll see yeah. She's like, can I go? This is boring. You'll see a link to all of November's promotions there, and Melissa is on there. There are a bunch of testimonials of Melissa and what it has done for people, but I will share mine personally. So I deal with Epstein-Barr virus. So if you've ever had like mono in the past, or if you've dealt with like chronic fatigue issues, and they have to do with Epstein-Barr, you want to listen up here. So it's a virus that you never get rid of. It just can go dormant. And then if you might have triggers that make it kind of manifest again, where you feel, again, really just a lot of fatigue and things kind of go crazy in your body. So with EBV, there's no cure for it. It's just more of managing your lifestyle to help it to stay dormant. So if you have EBV, just pay attention here. I love Melissa every single day. So somebody shared this with me. So Melissa is highly antiviral and has all other different chemical constituents in it that are very powerful. And so that's why I said, go look at that page with the promos and the testimonials. You'll see some pretty awesome things that it's doing for people. And again, natural, doesn't have the side effects. If it doesn't work for you, it's not like, oh, well, I killed my liver doing it, right? She's like, oh, I could try something else. So Melissa, a couple drops under my tongue every single day. And I also have neuropathy. And that developed from a B12 deficiency and also having a gene mutation, MTHFR gene mutation, and not knowing it. And so I wasn't getting what my body needed in the form that it needed it. And so I developed some neuropathy in my hands and feet. Initially painful, and then it starts just kind of like you can't feel things. Melissa, again, such an amazing oil. But I have a combo that I put specifically together for me because everyone's different. The things that our bodies have been put through, the things like that we eat or don't eat, and the stresses and just our life and our genes, all of that together. Like we all have different targeted solutions that we may want to use. Mine. So every morning I just mix up an empty roller bottle or 15 milliliter bottle with these. So I put the Melissa in there and I put copaiba in there because that's another great one that helps with your nervous system. So that's been really, really helpful. And then for hormone balance support, I got this from Dr. Hill, who's one of the owners and was the chief health officer with doTERRA, medical officer with doTERRA, at an event 15 years ago when I was dealing with these hormone issues. He recommended frankincense, Roman chamomile, and bergamot. And that has been my go-to, swear by amazingness for hormone balance. And so I put those 5 oils because those are very targeted to things that I need. And it's sitting there on my bathroom counter. And so in the morning, after I brush my teeth, I put a couple of drops of that under my tongue. And then because it's winter season and whatnot, I do a couple of drops of On Guard under my tongue, go on my day, go back, brush my teeth at night, do the same thing. That is my protocol. And it has been phenomenal. And so for yourself, I would just be thinking, what targeted solutions do I need? Most of us need the vitamins, minerals, greens, like we have a body. We need to help with detox pathways. We might need a little extra cellular energy. So for the Mito2 Max, it helps to create more mitochondria and be more efficient. So we're not needing that caffeine. We're not needing to take all those naps. We don't have to be so mean and ornery because we're so tired, right? So there's some very simple solutions for that, but then everyone's different. So you might have some other things that you're going to target, but that was just one of mine. But Melissa is on sale this month, 20% off. Such a great deal. Great time to stock up. Okay. So how can you take advantage with the gene mutation? You can't take it. So there's different gene mutations. So mine is the C677T or something, that C1. And it's just one. It's not a double mutation. And what I found is that it is phenomenal. But I've also found that because I have been doing the things that prep my body for it, that it doesn't overwhelm my body. I don't have anything negative with it. That's why I also say, okay, if somebody experiences it, I'm not sure exactly, Marvo, like what it is with Advantage makes my joints. I can't see the rest of that. Is it ache or something? One of the things that I would recommend to you is do the reset. And the reason why is it helps prepare your body for certain things. So because I've been kind of doing this for the past 15 years, just a daily reset. I used to use Zendocrine, and then every quarter I would do the quarterly cleanse. So I use those products religiously because I've seen the impact on my life. And I know that it's hard to eliminate everything. I'm just not the greenest on the planet organic person. Because my life is so busy, that would just be really hard. And I know that I wouldn't keep up with it, and it just caused me more stress. So I do my best, but that's why I do the daily detox with, it was the Zendocrine, now it's the Revitazen. And I found that I never have a problem with any of these things, that my body just goes, whoo, like this is awesome. This is amazing. So that would be one thing that I would recommend, is if you haven't done the daily reset, which is, again, the foundational wellness bundle. So that's your BMG. You're going to mix that drink up. You're going to use your omegas and the PB Restore, but you're going to add into that the Revitazen. And I take that with my dinner, and the Mito2 Max I do in the morning and at night. And now I run, so that, might need more because of the energy, but doing that for 30 days. And then you might consider trying the Advantage again, because it is phenomenal. Like being able to get the collagen in a form that your body can use. Our bodies need that. As we're aging, we are going to have to supplement. There is no way around it, unless you want to be that person who can barely get out of your rocking chair, right? That has a walker, that is in a home. Like if you don't want to be that person, there's going to be things you're going to need to do. So I can't say Advantage is for everyone, but that would be what I would say, is try doing the cleanse. And you might do the 90-day because it takes 90 days for every blood cell to turn over. So completely new blood within 90 days. So if you're giving it what it needs and you start eliminating some of those other things, Then you might look at taking advantage and seeing how your body responds to that. You've been doing both Zendocrine for a year. We'll try the advantage soon. Yeah, and I would add, I don't know if you're just doing the capsules, because there's a capsule, but then there's also the Revitazen oil. So you'll want to do both if you're full on in, right? So the Revitazen, you can take 1 to 2. So I've just been taking the 1, and then also the oil, do 5 to 6 drops under your tongue, and I do it with each meal. So you're going to need to have that on you all the time, but that's what I would do for a month. And then if you want to continue with that cleanse, there's a month 2 piece of that and a month 3, and do that whole reset for 90 days. And then try the advantage again, because there's so many benefits of it. There's just so many benefits to being able to get the collagen, the NMN, that NAD being produced in your body, and how it just makes you feel. I think that's why my daughter craves it, because she's like, there's just something intuitively that she knows, because it tastes fine. It's not like, oh, I'm eating ice cream, right? So it can't be that, oh, it just tastes so good. It does taste good, but that's not the reason. Like, her body knows, like, that is good. That is so good for me. So I hope that you can get to that place. Yeah, 69 and take no over-counter meds. That is huge. Again, kudos to you, Marva, because that, like, you're up in the top 1% of people. So what you're doing, awesome. And if you can layer on little small habits to keep that going, that is phenomenal. That's where all of us hopefully are shooting for, not, yeah, I'm going to be that person. Because I saw my grandparents where they had the case of, it wasn't supplements, it was a bunch of medications that had, different times I need to take this for this and this for this, and can't mix this with this, and I can't eat this now. And their life was dictated by that schedule of when they needed to take medications. And I don't blame them, and I don't blame the system. It's just, that's where we were at, doing our best. But we know better now. We know that that's not necessarily the solution. That's just slapping a prescription is like a Band-Aid for most things. And I'm not going to say that like all things, right? But my thing, I believe our bodies were meant to thrive, and that God placed things on this earth that are already here, that if we learn to use them, made them a habit and a healthy lifestyle in lots of different realms, like, our bodies can perform for a very long time without needing pharmaceutical drugs or whatnot. But I also don't want anybody to feel guilty if you're using one and like, I don't have another solution. Like, this has helped me and this is where I'm at. That's okay. But if you want to step in the place where, giving your body those things that it needs, starting to eliminate some of those things that it doesn't, like, the reset is a really great place to start. Yeah. And the GX Assist is a game changer. And some people cannot take it initially because their body is not prepared for it. So it's good to hear that you're able to take that. That's a good sign. Both now I'm doing Revitazen, finished the first month, heading for month 2. Yay! Congratulations. I would just follow that process, and see where it leads you. Awesome. Okay. Any other questions before we hop off? Okay. I don't see anything on there. All right. Well, I'm going to take off. If you're watching the replay and you have any questions or comments, things that I didn't answer, or maybe it brought up other questions, please put those down in the comments and I will be answering those. And I would love to hear if you got any of these holiday products, which ones you're loving, any tips on using them. Let's be a great community and help each other out. All right. Bye-bye. Have a great November.